Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And again, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers, touchdown! Robert Tunyon from 3 yards out, and the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rodgers again now. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
Gardner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll go option to the short side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scampering home from 19 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my own.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
He'll let this go for the end zone. Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half. But that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rodgers now on first down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb there to make the grab.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They go play action with Jackson.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Cobb goes laying out for that one, and he has it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Rodgers on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now left side on the swing pass. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They run with Jones on 1st down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists.
Got him in open, and it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Crosby with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many?
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and his pass incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Jackson from the shotgun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
They find some open field here.
You thought you had it. You thought you had it.
Into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit. And time. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tyus Bowser with a pick. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run with Dobbins. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Steps away. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Again, it's Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is fielded at the 7.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Jackson.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. There he goes
Don't
left
worry
side.
about it, baby. I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they